Good morning to everyone present here. It's an honor and privilege to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all our esteemed guests, dignitaries, and participants to the inaugural session of this wonderful 3 weeks training program, Winter World School Capacity Building Program in Geospatial Science and Technology. As we embark on this enlightening journey, let us first acknowledge the presence of our distinguished guests who grace us with a valuable time and insights. We are deeply privileged to have with us Mr. Rajesh C. Mathur, Senior Director Strategy, ISRI, whose vision and leadership have been a beacon in geospatial technology solution for impactful growth of geoinformatic sciences solution across diverse sectors. Please join me in welcoming him. Please, a big round of applause for welcoming to our guests. Joining us is Dr. Rajiv Jaiswal, OSD to Chairman ISRO, a luminary whose contribution in the area of space science and technology inspires us all. A warm welcome to you, sir. We are delighted to welcome Air Vice Marshal Pavan Kumar, BM, Director General of the Defense Space Agency, a distinguished expert whose innovative approach continues to shape defense and space sector. Thank you for being with us, sir. We welcome Brigadier G. Manoj. He is Brigadier Space Force Enforcement in DSA. He is looking after defense space related issues and having 32 years service, commissioned in 1992. He has done MTech Computer Science, MPhil Defense and Strategic Studies. He attended Higher Command course at Army War College, Mahau, and Defense Service Staff College course at Wellington. We welcome you, sir. We have Group Captain Vishnu Vajpayee. Sir has done engineering in electronics and communication and have hands-on experience on maintenance and operations in radar and communication. Presently, he is associated with the space sector since 2011. We welcome you, sir. We are also joined by Ms. Aparajita, Assistant Business Manager from ISRI. It's our tradition and privilege to welcome our esteemed guest with a symbol of purity and growth by offering a sacred Tulsi sapling. The Tulsi plant signifies prosperity, positivity, and the nurturing spirit of nature, aligning beautifully with the values we uphold. We request respected Vice Chancellor Madam Professor Chandradeep Tandon and Dr. S.P. Singh sir, to kindly offer the Tulsi saplings to our esteemed guests. I request all the dignitaries on the dais and the guests to kindly step forward for the lamp lighting. We begin this auspicious occasion by invoking the blessings of Goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of knowledge and wisdom through the sacred Saraswati Vandana.
या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदाम् जाड्यान्धकारापहाम् हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्।
Thank you, everyone. The Amity Space Mission is a visionary initiative by the Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, aimed at fostering innovation, research, and education in the field of space science and technology. This mission aspires to inspire young minds to explore the vast expanse of space while contributing to cutting edge advancement in satellite technology, space exploration, and geospatial applications. In collaboration with esteemed national space agencies such as ISRO, InSpace, NRSC, ISPA, and AICTE, Amity University has successfully organized diverse programs fostering innovation and research in space sciences. Recently, Amity University proudly participated as a knowledge partner in the prestigious Indian Space Conclave 2024, contributing its expertise in research, innovation, and education to advance India's space initiative. In today's rapidly evolving world, geospatial technology plays a transformative role in addressing complex challenges across the sector, from urban planning to agriculture to disaster management and sustainable development. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. S.P. Singh to deliver the welcome address and provide the overview of 3 weeks Winter School Capacity Building Program. This program aimed to equip participants with invaluable skills, knowledge, and fostering growth and development. I request you, sir.
Thank you. Honorable Founder Press, on the behalf of Honorable Founder President, sir, Honorable Chancellor, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and all my esteemed from Amity University and myself, it is indeed a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome all the esteemed guests sitting over here who has kindly accepted our invitations, and we are very grateful to Mr. Rajesh Mathurji, Senior Director, Strategy SRI India Limited, Dr. Rajiv Jaswalji, OSD to Chairman OSD, Air Marshal Pavan Kumar Ji, Director General of Defence Space Agencies, and the Dr. Tandon Saab and Honorable Vice Chancellor to attend these programs. We are really grateful. As you are aware that I am working in the natural resource environment science is my great privilege that this study program has come with full support from Shefali and Stream from the Department of Science and Technology. The National Geospatial programs has been catalyzing the development of various components of the national geospatial ecosystems. This NGP has instituted a capacity building program to build knowledge and adaptation capacity of geospatial technology at various levels. This program is various program under capacity building initiative, which include 21 days level 1 summer winter schools. This program offers a foundational exploration of geospatial science and technology, designated to provide participants with comprehensive hands-on introduction using open source softwares. Over 3 weeks, this immersive program combines interactive workshops, practical sessions, theoretical insights, enabling participants to develop a strong grasp of geospatial principles and tools. It will equip participants with essential skills in mapping, spatial data analysis, geographical information system, nurturing both technical proficiency and critical spatial thinking. We participants are expected to gain a clear understanding of the potential of geospatial technologies in addressing the complex social challenges, laying a solid foundation for further studies and professional application in the field. So I welcome all the esteemed participants who have come from different institutions, including various IITs. And we are thankful that you have come over here and we are sparing 21 days, which is very, very important for you. And I hope you will enjoy the working ecosystem of the Amity universities. I just want to tell you the Amity Institute of Geoinformatics offers a number of courses like MSc Geoinformatics, MTech Geoinformatics, BSc Geoinformatics, Geology, BSc Geology, MSc Geology, and also conducting a number of training programs like this. To this, and we have very much good cooperation. Almost all the companies, institutions are working in NCR areas. Similarly, the natural resource and sustainable development also imparted a training program on natural resource sustainable disciplines to various all India services officers like IFAS and IAS and others. So we are looking forward that we should also make this workshop very, very successful, and we will continue looking forward to taking such program in the long run. Thank you very much. Cutting myself short. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the welcome address and the opening remarks. Moving ahead, now I request Dr. Chandradeep Tandon, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean of Biosciences and Biotechnology at Amity University, Noida. He is a respected leader and academician. Dr. Tandon has made significant contribution to the field of biosciences and continues to inspire excellence in education and research. I request Sir for his remarks.
Thank you. Very good morning to all. On the behalf of most revered Founder President, Sir, Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, respected Vice Chancellor, and on my own behalf, I welcome Mr. Rajesh Mathur, Senior Director, Strategy, ESRI, Mr. Dr. Rajiv Jaswal, OSD2 Chairman, ISRO, Air Vice Marshal Pawan Kumar, Director General of Defence Space Agency, Brigadier Manoj from DSA, Group Captain Vishnu Vajpayee, dignitaries, honored of the dais, esteemed participants and professionals on this 3-week training program. It is heartening to know that the universities, institutions like IITs, Kharagpur, Roorkee, TERI, BHU, University of Delhi, other universities, they have shown keen interest, and 25 participants, as I've got to know from Dr. S.P. Singh ji, have been selected for this very prestigious training program and the workshop. Geospatial technology have revolutionized the way we understand and interact with our world. From navigation to climate change monitoring, geospatial technologies have become indispensable tools today for sustainable development. However, the benefits of geospatial technology can only be fully harnessed if we have a robust capacity to develop, apply, and maintain these technologies. Hence, capacity building in this area requires a multifaceted approach. That's what is the need of the hour in the form of education and training, what we are doing now, research and development, infrastructure development, institutional strengthening, and human resource development. To achieve these objectives, we must foster international collaborations and knowledge sharing, develop industry-driven certification programs, and establish geospatial technology parks and incubators. I'm sure this very important program will help to develop knowledge and capacity in geospatial technologies using open source geospatial software and to promote networking among government, academia, research, and industry organizations. In conclusion, capacity building in geospatial science and technology is crucial for harnessing its potential. So let's work together to develop the skills, infrastructure, and institution necessary to drive sustainable development and improve the lives of our citizens. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an enlightening word. Now, I request our guest, Mr. Rajesh C. Mathur, Senior Director Strategy, ISRI. Sir is an electrical engineer from IIT Delhi. He has attended general management program conducted by University of Michigan, USA. Mr. Mathur has been associated with the IT industry both in India and overseas for more than 40 years. He has handled assignments in general management, marketing, corporate planning, and international operations. Prior to his current assignment, he has worked with Wipro, IDM, and DCM data systems in India and USA. As the head of ISRI India, India's premier GIS product and service company, Mr. Mathur spearheaded the growth of GIS deployment in India. He is actively involved in various professional bodies associated with the Indian GIS industry. He is the former chairman of WIKI Committee on Geospatial Technologies. He is also the former president of Association of Geospatial Industries. He is also the former president of Indian Society of Geoinformatics and was honored with IGS Fellowship in the year 2012. He has also been honored and acknowledged by the Indian Geospatial Forum by conferring Lifetime Achievement Award in the year 2012 for his pioneering contribution in the Indian geospatial industries. So we look forward for your inspiring words.
Thank you very much. Found myself staring at me. I found myself staring at me. Good morning, and I'd like to thank MIT University for inviting me to this August gathering. I'm really delighted that the university is conducting the winter training program, winter school, for faculty members engaged in geospatial domain. I've been associated with this industry for over 30 years. As you heard a while ago, I was trained to be an electrical engineer, ended up setting up and running a GIS company. And I must say, I fell in love with this technology and never ever thought of getting out. So even after retiring from the company, I continue to be engaged in various industry activities. And one activity which I am really fond of is supporting capacity building initiatives. Last week also I was in another university in NCR where they are launching a new department of geoinformatics, Delhi Technology University. And here I am with you this morning. As I mentioned earlier, I've been a part of this industry for over 30 years, and I really witnessed how technology and its adoption have evolved in our country in this period. Like anywhere else, the early adopters of GIS in our country were national mapping agencies, because to do any serious GIS project, you need data. And therefore, various national mapping agencies like Survey of India, Forest Survey of India, National Atlas and Thematic Mapping Organization, NIC, and others were the early adopters of technology, and they invested resources in creating thematic databases, topographic maps in case of Survey of India, of course, and others addressing different feature layers. Around the same time, several pilot projects were taken up, and earlier this morning, before we started this session, I was chatting with Dr. Rajiv Jaiswal, whom I had the pleasure of knowing for at least 2 decades, if not more. ISRO, his organization, is the government organization department, which is really pioneered adopter of GIS in our country. They were involved in several pilot projects in natural resource management, urban planning, disaster management, and others. Objective being to showcase how GIS can be used across different domains. And they really taught, I would say, the users and what is this technology all about. They also work with state governments to set up remote sensing application centers at the state level who facilitated adoption of GIS in the state government applications as a nodal agency. We also had pilot projects like NRDMS launched by Department of Science and Technology and other such initiatives. Universities also played a major role in building human resource capacity. And I always maintain that whatever this technology is achieved and whatever my company has accomplished in all these 25, 30 years, full credit goes to not my team, but academic institutions who gave us with quality manpower. Without their support, without their creating trained manpower, we won't achieve what we have been able to achieve in the last so many years. So they really played a enabling role in creating human resource capacity, and they continue to do so. We also had various private sector organizations who, over a period of time, introduced GIS in their applications. Hindustan Lever was first. Unfortunately, they didn't use ESRE technology, but they used it for creating a database basically of all the villages of the country. Reliance was, however, the first major user of GIS technology in the telecom project, not Geo, but the earlier telecom project launched back in 2001 or so. Also, other Reliance organizations, PSCS, that's Reliance Energy, logistics, and so on, oil and gas, of course. There were various national projects we saw being introduced by various agencies, especially government, where GIS was at the core of the project. One of them, of course, was NUIS, National Urban Information System, which created urban database for several cities of the country. We had RAPDRP, which was a power sector reforms project, where GIS was the core technology they used to integrate various other information systems, be it billing system, SCADA, asset management, network management, and so on. At the core was, of course, GIS. And here again, under the RAPW project, various state-owned discoms introduced GIS along with other technologies in their operations and planning systems. We had a major project launched by Department of Space. I think it was in 96, 97. NRIS, Natural Resource Information System, focused on two specific resources, water and land use. And the WARIS was another water resource information system, which of course has undergone various upgradations. Again, a project launched by Department of Space. Looking at it a little differently, if we look at it from what's been the adoption pattern of GIS, not just in our country, but worldwide, in fact. GIS started essentially as a tool for data creation, mapping, digitization, and most of the work the early adopters did on GIS was basically data creation. From there, we moved on to visualization, that is seeing the data you created and the different scenario on a satellite image or a base map, be it disaster management, flood management, agriculture, urban sprawl, and others. They were essentially what you may call visualization applications. From there, we moved on to analytics, creating what if scenarios, establishing trends and patterns based on the data that's being generated, establishing spatial correlation. What causes flooding? What causes soil erosion? What's the cause of GLOF, the glacier lake outburst flooding? It's a big issue right now, as you know, in the country, especially in Sikkim area and elsewhere. GIS helps you in analyzing the cause and the effect also. On the downstream side, if there's a flooding, what communities are going to be impacted, how many citizens will come in the harm's way, and so on and so forth. basically analytics. Of course, visualization, but analytics is the foundation. The next step would be embedding GIS into workflows, like a CRM, like an ERP, like many of the technologies you find in organizations, corporate world, and elsewhere. In barring some domains, I don't think geospatial or GIS more specifically has got embedded into workflows. And I think one area where it's already happened are the utilities, where if for any reason GIS doesn't function, everything comes to a halt. Good, it's the core technology, and that's to me is the vision. That's what we all are working for, and that's what I tell my team. How do you enable our users to embed GIS into their workflows and not just use it for point solutions, what you may say, analytics, visualization? They all will become a component of the big deployment plan. How do you make it happen? What are the technology drivers which enable user to go to that level of GIS usage? And I think we are really living exciting times when it comes to GIS or geospatial as a whole in the world. GIS used to be seen, and I'm sure Dr. Jaiswal and others who have been exposed to GIS for a long time would agree. It was seen as a niche technology, technology for the scientists, technology for use for scientific research work and pilot projects and others. Well, that continues, of course, but today is becoming a mainstream technology for a variety of enterprises. And to make that happen, even the technology developers like ESRI, for instance, and others have adopted and adapted various technological innovations that are happening in the IT. AI, for instance, AI machine learning, augmented reality, ML, the much used term these days, is something which has made a huge difference of how GIS is deployed. And in our organization, SE, we are looking at it for two different ways. One is what we call Geo AI, which is integration of GIS and artificial intelligence. Here it's helping in automating various processes like feature extraction, looking at a satellite image or aerial photograph or drone image, and extracting information out of it, whether which are the water bodies, identify all the potholes on the road, and so on and so forth. So you can automate those processes using this technology. You can, for instance, I don't know, run the whole program and achieve that in minutes, something which would have taken hours maybe. There are custom models available, so you don't have to train the model every time you run that. You can use custom models for it. The other part, which is I find it very exciting, is the integration of generative AI with GIS. Again, everybody I'm sure here has not just heard of ChatGPT but probably used it also. It's a nice, entertaining software for most of us. But Gen AI is also creating unique user experiences in the GIS world in a number of areas. You can communicate with the databases in natural language. Just last week, Department of Science and Technology launched GDI, as they call it, Geospatial Data Interface, which provides a unified geographic interface enabling users to access database available with multiple organizations seamlessly. It requires, of course, interoperability and so on and so forth. Now, how do you access the data? One would think by using GIS software. Maybe not. Yes, of course, if you're GIS, you can access it, consume it as an application. But if you just want to get ask a simple question, get an answer, then Gen AI GIS interface comes in. Just put a simple query. How many trees are there in Amity campus? Maybe that's it. It's all. How many trees are there in whole of Noida? In seconds, you can get an answer. You ask the question this very language, and you'll get an answer. And many others. I mean, this, of course, a very simple example. There can be far more complex examples than that. So Gen AI is creating unique applications, enabling users to consume data without really learning GIS. We are also seeing a lot of development work in real-time analytics, integration of IoT with GIS, very useful in utilities, very useful in safety, security, defense applications and all. You can in real time track different assets on the ground or assets under the ground for that matter. Augmented reality is another area where this integration, where AI is being applied in a variety of applications. Also, we find interesting developments in urban areas, especially digital twins. It's a buzzword today, but GIS is the foundation for making digital twins for cities, for creating urban flooding models, for instance, creating water scenarios. If the rainfall is so many centimeters, what kind of inundation may occur in the city? In an upcountry town, maybe you can do it with just a digital terrain model. However, in a city, we have man-made structures. We can change the whole geography. We change the whole geography of the place, and that's where digital twins come in handy. Likewise, doing indoor mapping of structure, like in MIT University, you could map each and every building, locate what's located where. It's not just for navigation. That's one application. It's very useful for facility management system. If there's a breakdown, the maintenance people can track down where are the assets located under the ground, for instance, where are the cables going inside the room, so they can very quickly get onto the root of the problem and attend to it. And then there are many others similar developments happening. Drones, for instance, are becoming integral part of data capture. Reality capture is another area. I think these are, as I said earlier, these are exciting times, and I would encourage you to use those next 3 weeks in acquiring as much knowledge as you can, not just about the core technology, but about what's happening in this domain now. Thank you very much. And again, thanks, MIT University, for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for providing in-depth insights of core application of GIS in various fields like AI, using AI and ML. Now we request our guest of honor, Dr. Rajiv Jaiswal, to come forward and provide the keynote address. Dr. Rajiv Jaiswal is the Associate Director of Earth Observation Division at ISRO, where he plays a key role in advancing India's satellite based Earth observation capabilities for monitoring environmental changes, disaster management, and resource mapping. With the extensive knowledge of space technology, he drives innovation in Earth observation mission at ISRO, supporting the expansion of satellite application in agriculture, urban planning, and climate monitoring. Committed to fostering collaboration in the Earth observation domain, he builds partnership and academic institution, industry, and international organization to promote research and development in satellite technology for societal benefit. So, we look forward for your inspiring and motivational words.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the nice introduction. And I still see that my old work and old designation is still associated with my name. So, good afternoon to the distinguished participants who are the main people for this DST sponsored program on geospatial science and technology. And good afternoon to the distinguished panelists Dr. Rajesh Mathur, the Air Vice Marshal Pawan Kumarji, the Vice Chancellor Balvinder Shukla, who has joined now from her room online, Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Tandon and SP Singh, Director. And off the dais, I see Brigadier Manoj, Brigadier Vishnu, and Gopal Bhushanji, DDG, and Dr. Shefali, Dr. Maya, and most important is the distinguished participants. Already, Dr. Mathur has brought so many technologies and took us back how GIS started in this country. And I am in fact very privileged to share dais with him, because when I joined ISRO from the day one, I think I am interacting with him at his different capacities. Let me just go back to the point that how geospatial things are happening in this country. Last 3-4 years have been most happening year in the geospatial science and technology as well as in space sector. First, the geospatial guidelines came, and that has gone for on the way of Atmanirbhar Bharat and liberalized the acquisition and production of geospatial maps in this country, and in fact removed a lot of restrictions, so-called restrictions, which was there earlier for the private sector to produce maps in this country using space data or drone data and so on. In fact, it told that whatever is produced using the public fund should be made available to the government based agencies on free of cost. That was a big change. And in fact, with this change, further the Indian space policy was unveiled last year, and it has gone one step further ahead of the geospatial guidelines, where not only the data or satellite data is made free to the government agencies, it has made 5 meter and above coarser resolution data to everybody. It could be academia, it can be industry, so that they can come out with the innovative products, come out with the solutions. Academia can do some research on that. And this policy of 5 meter and above, which has been made open for everybody, is world number one policy. No country has made this kind of high resolution data to anyone so far. So this has revolutionized the way earlier people used to see the space data. There was some kind of restriction or hesitation in using the data. Now the door is open, anyone can use the data and come out with the solutions. And later on, NGP came, National Geospatial Policy, which has envisaged that how the geospatial ecosystem in the country should grow. And accordingly, it envisioned that how the India can become the world leader in geospatial space, so that lot of innovation can take place. And accordingly, it has worked out the vision for up to 2035 with several milestones, where up to 2025 what needs to be done, how many satellites, how many themes layers to be generated by various government agencies, of course with the involvement of private sector. Up to 2025, 2030 and 2035, it has made the vision very clear. So now I can see that the time has come with this kind of conducive policies, the space policy, the geospatial policy and the geospatial guidelines. And that is the why it is the right time now for organizing such a winter school program, where we need large number of skilled manpower in this field from academia, from industry. In the recent time, another important thing happened is the opening of the space sector. It is called space sector reforms. It came in 2020 during the COVID time. So it has basically again told to enhance the private sector participation in the Indian space program. Earlier, as per some predictions, some studies, it is told that currently India contributes to the global space economy only 2%. It is around $8.4 billion India contributes, but it has potential to come up something like 8%, which is comes to around $45 billion by 2035. So that is why government thought that this cannot be done only by one government agency called ISRO or DST. It has to have overall participation of industry and academia and so on. So that is the way the space sector has opened up so that entire community can work. And we can see that last 10 years back, only one startup was there in the space sector, and now it has grown up to more than 250 startups. So again, there is a big opportunity for the participants sitting here to join the industry, to come up in the startups and contribute to the space economy of this country. Now, let me just dwell upon the Earth observation or satellite-based remote sensing part. The large part of geospatial science or geospatial technology, it's constituted by the remote sensing or the location-based services. Basically, space satellite-based remote sensing and satellite-based PNT services. If you see now Earth observation, now it has become part of everybody's everyday's life now. Now today also, I think most of you, when you came to MET, I think you would have lost in this circle of roads. Again, knowingly or unknowingly, definitely you use the Map My India or Google or something like that to reach up to this place. So you are using the navigation, you are using the remote sensing. Source could be from India or abroad, whatever way. But it has reached to the everybody's life, and you are using it. You must be watching the TV, or you must be withdrawing the money from ATM through VSAT satellites, or you are seeing the weather predictions in your mobile. All is your day-to-day life. So something like Earth observation has become ubiquitous tool now, and its importance is that 1992, when Rio Earth Summit took place, that is the time where, and afterwards several COP conferences are happening. But such a high level document has recognized the importance of Earth observation after 3 decades of Rio plus 30 we call it. And by the time now the computing technology has increased 100 times, means basically now with the capability of satellites and all, you can map the entire Earth 100 times faster compared to 30 years back. Or you can predict the El Nino kind of thing almost 100 days earlier itself, so that you can plan the activities accordingly. You can predict some of the cyclones or floods, etc., 100 hours earlier itself for saving the life. Now you can see nowadays whatever disasters are coming, it is not causing that much loss to the life except the property and all. So the importance of satellite based data is recognized at such a high level documents at the global events, and without that now it's very difficult to think about anything in our life. And at such a time now, such a policies are coming, and if you are getting trained, it is really need of the hour and right time for you to work in this area. When space department started in 1969, that year only humankind already landed on the moon. And now, we have landed just last year, soft landing on the moon at the southern pole of the moon. So we are in one way that much far behind. But other way, if you see the way we have landed and we have done come out with some of the experimental and results, etc., it is more meaningful compared to what it has been achieved in the past. In 1969, when Dr. Sarabhai started the space department, that time country was having lot of problems. Country was facing hunger, poverty, and so on. No one can think about anything like space or relevance of space. Those days, no green revolution or white revolution was there. But so Sarabhai thought of not doing the race with the developed nation for going to the moon and all, but he started a humble beginning by taking these benefits of space-based technology for the common man, for removing the poverty. Poverty cannot be removed by just providing money to somebody. But if you provide the technology-based solutions, it has long-lasting impact, and it provides you job opportunities, food, so many things like space-based, as Dr. Mathur was telling, NRIS projects and all. Now space, the power of space is now like it has done watershed management. It has done wasteland mapping. So you can recover the country's waste area by greening those areas. You can save life from the cyclones and floods. And there are n number of applications. You can plan your city with making proper base maps for making the master plan formulations and so on, potential fishing zone, and so many applications one can list it out. So there are several societal applications, but those societal applications cannot be only done by the government. Now, with this opening of space sector, it is the responsibility of private sector and academia also to contribute to that. Of course, as part of opening of space sector and the new space policy, uh, ISRO is supposed to launch the satellites. It is called user funded satellite now. It's no more the government directly funds the satellite money to the ISRO, but it is a demand driven satellites where the demand comes from the various other user ministries, and they are not just demanding, they need to fund as well. And with this method, ISRO and other like-minded government of India ministries are able to come up and realize the satellites for the societal applications. In last 2 years, 3 of such satellites have been realized, and this is the way we are able to still serve for the societal applications, and of course looking for large number of satellites and applications from the private sector to serve this country better. Government has also given a great mandate this year, in fact, for taking the country as a developed nation, Viksit Bharat. So if you want to become Viksit Bharat by 2047, it will not just happen just like that by giving some slogan. You have to give some proper programs and funding. So government has given a clear mandate to ISRO to reach up to the moon, human Indian landing on the moon by 2040. And there are several steps towards that to reach to moon. Before that, we need to develop better rockets, make Bharti Antariksh Station by 2028, and ultimately land to the moon by 2040. So again, a large opportunity exists for the people who are engaged in geospatial and the Earth observation sector or satellite-based sector to contribute and work. There are ample opportunities for all of you to contribute in this area. Another important point is that Earth is becoming more and more vulnerable. As per the predictions and studies, our population is going to become 1.67 billion in next 20-30 years. Temperature is going to increase by 1.5 degrees. Disasters, mortality going to increase by another 15 times. Greenhouse gas, air pollution, anyway you are seeing outside the way it has become. So world is going to become more and more vulnerable. So to overcome those challenges, again, the solution lies with geospatial and space sector based solutions only. So one need to work in this area, need more and more skilled manpower to contribute in this and fight against and save our mother earth. Now at last I would like to quote Mahatma Gandhi's statement that whatever you are doing, you just recall the face of the weakest and the poorest person in your nearby society or wherever, and see that whatever you are doing, is it going to help him in some way, so your work is relevant or not. So in that way you can become the change for that society and the person. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for insightful and inspiring words. Your emphasis on Government of India progressive policies on GIS and the role in driving sustainable development and innovation was truly enlightening. Now, may I request Dr. Balvinder Shukla, ma'am, respected Vice Chancellor, Amity University, for her remarks. Dr. Balvinder Shukla is a visionary leader and true advocate of education. With a distinguished career dedicated to academic excellence and innovation, ma'am has been at the forefront of shaping the future for higher education. Her commitment to fostering a dynamic learning environment and her relentless pursuit of research and development have made Amity University a beacon of academic success. We are privileged to have you, ma'am, and look forward for your address, ma'am.
Thank you very much. A very honorable guest of honor, Dr. Rajiv Jaiswalji, OSD to Chairman ISRO, a very esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Rajesh C. Mathur, Senior Director Strategy, ISRO India Limited, a very esteemed guest of honor, Air Vice Marshal Pawan Kumarji, VM Director General of Defense Space Agencies, and also our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Vinay Thakurji, Special Director General, Bhaskar National Institute of Space Application and Geoinformatics, MITI, my esteemed colleagues on the dais, in the front rows, as well as the delegates, participants, and dear students. First of all, I, on behalf of Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, additional provinces, deans, and head of institution, and my personal behalf, extend very warm welcome to our distinguished guests, participants, and the delegates for the 3-week training program on Level 1 Spatial Thinking, which is sponsored by National Geospatial Program, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. And as we all know, in the recent years, India has made significant strides in leveraging geospatial technology to drive governance, sustainable development, and citizen empowerment. National Geospatial Policy 2022 is a testament to this commitment, aiming to strengthen the geospatial sector and promote holistic development. As we embrace this vision, capacity building is essential to address the needs of new stakeholders and harness the full potential of geospatial science, technology, enterprise, and solutions. Geospatial technologies have become an integral part of our daily lives, from urban planning and environmental conservation to disaster management, and climate change mitigations. Its applications are vast and its impact is undeniable. As we navigate our world, geospatial technologies enable us to make informed decisions, optimize the resources, and create sustainable solutions for the world. Over the 3 weeks, the participants will embark on the transformative journey, exploring the powerful tools and the techniques of geospatial technologies. Through hands on sessions, expert lectures, and interactive workshops, you will gain a deeper understanding of this field and its applications in various areas. I'm very confident that the resource person and faculty members will guide you expertly, preparing you to contribute meaningfully to the challenges our society faces today as we align with the Viksit Bharat vision. We recognize the critical role of the geospatial technologies in shaping a better, more connected, and sustainable future by focusing on urban planning, environmental conservation, disaster management, climate change mitigation, and we are committed to focusing on culture of innovation, research, and collaboration. And this program is a significant step in that direction. Our honorable founder president, when started the higher education way back in 1995, at that time he envisioned that India be the superpower by 2030 through research, innovation, and beyond. And with that mandate, the entire MIT family, under the visionary leadership of Honorable Founder President, the dynamic leadership and guidance of our Honorable Chancellors, uh, everyone is working relentlessly to contribute to the nation building. And now with the Viksit Bharat 2047, the vision has been aligned with the Viksit Bharat, and Amity has been working in a big way to contribute to the nation building. Honorable Founder President has committed when the chairman ISRO was the chief guest of one of the conferences, spin signal processing and integrated network. And at that time, Honorable Founder President committed that India will be the biggest contributor in the space science and technology, and also developing the startups. Since then, MIT has taken various initiatives in the space science and technologies, and promoting the innovation and research. And I'm so happy today to see the OSD2 chairman ISRO present here. And so we once again we commit ourselves as per the vision of founder president, the researchers, scientists, and the students will focus on research and innovation in space science. I'm so happy to see the also the senior director strategy of ISRI India Limited, Mr. Rajesh Mathurji. I'd like to discuss with you how Amity University and ISRI can work together and to contribute to the nation building and realize this vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Mm, Dr. Vinay Thakurji, that the Special Director of Bhaskaracharya National Institute of Space Applications and Geoinformatics, our Institute of Geospatial Informatics have been working in a big way, and I would like to explore with you what all we can do together in this area. And I would also like to have a discussion with Air Marshal Pawan Kumarji that how the Amity University and the Defense Space Study can work together. Amity has the largest, the institution having the largest PhD scholars from the defense areas under in the Institute of Defense Studies. and we would like to see that how we can collaborate with your organization, not only for the PhD programs, but also the training and development, the capacity building, and in those areas, Amity being the provider of the professional training, capacity training, the largest training program through our Amity Institute of Training and Development, we have been working. And with this, once again, I would like to extend very warm welcome, and especially I would like to congratulate Shefali Kashyap, Maya Kumari, Professor S.P. Singh, and the team, both of ST for Festia as well as the academic and research institution working together and putting up this 3 weeks um, 3 weeks winter school of capacity building program in geospatial science and technologies. I'm sure that all the participants you will have a great time here for 3 weeks. And our honorable founder president always said that if somebody is an amity is an Amitian, and once Amitian, forever Amitian, and you will be the alumni from this university. So I wish all the participants all the best for their and have a great learning experience. And please, wherever you have any uh, support you need, please talk to Dr. Shefali Kashyap and Dr. Maya Kumari and other people in the university. And also, I would suggest that sometime you may have the visit to the various facilities which are for the not only for the student but the participant for such a programs can also use all those facilities. And so I'm sure that under the visionary leadership of our honorable founder president and dynamic leadership and guidance of our honorable chancellor, you people will have the great learning experiences, and together we will contribute to the nation building and realize the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Once again, I extend very warm welcome to our esteemed guests and the participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your thoughtful guidance and encouragement resonate deeply with us, and we are fortunate to have your unwavering support. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and for being a beacon of inspiration to all of us. Respected guests and dear participants, I'm delighted to mention that Honorable Founder President is attending the program from very beginning, together with the other ongoing programs, and therefore, although he wanted to address all the participants, but he is not finding it possible right now. But he has given a message that during some course of time, he will either personally or online. He'll talk to all the participants at the appropriate time. He has given the blessings to one and all. Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan is a pioneer in education. His relentless pursuit of excellence and unwavering dedication to nurturing talent have set unparalleled benchmarks. As per the vision of Honorable Founder President, at Amity, we aim for the stars. Amity Space Mission reflect one dedication to innovation and leadership in space science and technology. Geoinformatics is an important part of this mission, helping us use spatial data for applications like environmental protection, urban planning, disaster management, and many more. The video which you are going to see highlight our efforts and shows how Amity is working to shape the future of space exploration and geospatial technology for a better, more connected world.
Over the last decade, under the visionary leadership of Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, Founder-President, Amity Education Group of Universities and Institutions, have made path-breaking research and academic achievements in the field of space, science and technology. Driven by the vision of Founder-President, Chancellors, Dr. Atul Chauhan and Dr. Aseem Chauhan, led the research and development endeavors in space, science and technology, significantly contributing to India's space mission. Amity's advanced research infrastructure includes the Amity Institute of Space, Science and Technology, Amity Institute of Aerospace Engineering, Amity Institute of Geoinformatics and Remote Sensing. Amity Center for Excellence in Astrobiology has undertaken research to study the first biological payload in the form of callus of a vegetable plant is being sent to evaluate the plant growth in space environment. The Center for Ionosphere Studies was created with support from ISRO to study the equatorial ionization anomaly CREST. An Amity Center for Artificial Intelligence, in addition to Amity School of Engineering and Technology, provides high-speed processing for machine learning, deep learning and data science, supporting space data analytics. These institutes, while churning out skilled, competent workforce in space sector, are focused on the research and innovation. AI-based ship detection with optical imagery strengthens maritime security and surveillance, while SAR image processing identifies unlit dark vessels. Mars Analog Station at Ladakh tests extremophiles in Mars-like conditions. The Earth and Space Exploration Program, ESEP, was jointly hosted by Amity University, Mumbai and Cosmic Adventure Private Limited in Leh, Ladakh to simulate Martian environment and understand the human behavior in such challenging environment. Amity University has expanded internationally, advancing space research, and at Amity University, Dubai, Dr. Atul Chauhan had established a satellite ground station, enabling students to receive valuable data from satellites, particularly with the objective to predict climatic conditions and support UAE's Environment Vision 2030. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan, Chairperson, Amity International Schools secured first place at NASA's prestigious International Space Settlement Design Competition, showcasing their excellence and innovation on the global stage consecutively for the last 5 years. Amion, the preparatory schools led by Mrs. Sapna Chauhan, is kindling and igniting the passion for space science even among the toddlers. Guided and supported by Dr. S. Somnath Ji, Amity University has deepened its collaborative partnership with ISRO through numerous impactful engagements.
I know that Amity University has been really a pioneering place where research and development, research and innovation go hand in hand with education.
Dr. S. Somnath visited Amity University, Bangalore to inaugurate the ISRO Amity Group Joint Workshop hosted by Amity University. The workshop highlighted critical themes including artificial intelligence, data analytics and astrobiology. During the collaboration, Amity leaders also visited ISRO's Bangalore facility, strengthening collaborative efforts in space research.
This is the program that we envisioned when I had opportunity to visit you at Mumbai. I'm really happy that we are able to have this workshop being conducted.
Amity University, in collaboration with InSpace, recently held a joint workshop on space, science and technology for researchers across the Delhi NCR region. Hosted at Amity University, Noida, the workshop attracted over 500 young participants. Amity actively participated in ISRO-led training programs and workshops and served as knowledge partner for the Indian Space Conclave and National Space Day 2024 in association with the Indian Space Association and ISRO. Guided by Honorable Minister of Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh and support from ISRO Chief Dr. Somnath Ji, Amity witnessed the visit of eminent space leaders from various space agencies like ISRO, InSpace, Indian Space Association, National Remote Sensing Center, and RRSC North, etc. And under their guidance, Amity is advancing its journey toward research excellence.
Founder President of the Amity Group, Professor Ashok Chauhan, who is not only a pioneering academician in his own right, but has carried the tradition of Indian education across the globe.
As we continue to explore the vast frontiers of space science and technology, Honorable Founder President has launched the Amity Space Mission, under which we are committed towards innovation, collaboration and excellence, and emerging as a major contributor for India's space aspirations.
I feel obliged to me that, as Dr. Salvamuthi told, the most important partner in your public-private partnership mission, and we will leave no stone unturned.
This is just a beginning and a way ahead to go for all the Amitians. Taking the program further, now I request Air Vice Marshal Pavan Kumar, BM Director General of the Defence Space Agency. Sir is commissioned into Indian Air Force as a pilot in the flying branch on 6 December 1985. A seasoned professional and extensive experience in challenging operational environment. Notable assignments of Sir include serving as station commander at a strategic base monitoring China and Pakistan, flight commander of Mi-17 unit during the Kargil War, and commander of a Chetak helicopter unit where he successfully recommended float operation after a 12 years hiatus. His contribution as an office in charge of the career planning wing at Air Force Record Office streamlined promotion and appraisal systems of airmen, showing his acumen in personnel management. Under his command, a remote forward base achieved exemplary operational preparedness, successfully completing all assigned tasks while significantly improving living standards for personnel. Instrumental in operationalizing the non-directional beacon of Jagdalpur Airfield, Air Commander Mohes' unwavering commitment to excellence and ability to lead by example have been pivotal in maintaining high morale among the team. Sir, may I request you for your words of wisdom?
Honorable Founder President, my co-panelists, and the space enthusiasts sitting here. First of all, ma'am, I think you're mixed up in the introduction. I'm not a helicopter pilot, I'm a fighter pilot, but that is a very minor issue. I think there's some mixing up, but not that is not important. I think what is important is that why we are here, and it gives me immense pleasure to obviously come here and address this audience sitting here, because I very strongly feel that this is the audience sitting in the front who are going to transform our country from a space-faring nation to space-dominant nation. And this is this audience who's going to see the transformation as far as space capability is concerned. You know, because we normally as human beings, we go by figures. The global space economy at present is $630 billion, which is going to increase to 1.8 trillion in next 10 years, which means it is going to increase 3 times in 10 years. As far as Indian space economy is concerned, like was brought out earlier, it is at present $8 billion, becoming $40 billion in another 10 years, which implies that while
the global, while the world space economy is increasing 3 times, we are increasing 5 times. And this figure becomes $200 billion by 2047 when we are talking of Viksit Bharat. So the implication is that this is the audience sitting in the front who are going to see this transformation from present contribution of 2% to 15% in 2047. And hence I think this capability building program that MIT has organized is something great, and hence it gives me immense pleasure to come here and address this audience. So for that, I would like to thank my co-panelists, the founder president, and for inviting me here, because we together, I think, government, including military, like the founder president said, the public private continuum, we have to see that how do we take the country forward, and hence these conclaves and these capacity building programs are important. Now, when I talk from pure defense space point of view, from the time the first artificial satellite was launched by Russia in 1950s, although space primarily has been for the benefit of humankind, but whether we like it or not, we have migrated to military use of space. And this is how the world over the outer space transformed, and we had militarization of space, which led to weaponization of space, and now we are talking of securitization of space, that is security of space assets. Now for all this, obviously for all this to happen, I think technology is a key enabler, and as was shown in the MIT space video, I think various organizations including MIT are taking care of this particular technology. But technology itself neither can fight a war, or technology itself can neither take the country forward, because it has to be amalgamated into the overall ecosystem. Whether we talk for the civil growth or whether we talk of military operational ecosystem. And this is exactly what is happening the world over. If you see geopolitics, what is happening in Russia, Ukraine, it is an ideal example, I feel, where Russia, which is a space dominant nation, if I can use that word, has got so much of space capability. And on the other hand, Ukraine does not have any capability of its own, but is solely dependent on the Western powers. And the kind of damage both the parties are inflicting on each other by using space-based technology, space-based services, speaks by itself. Similarly, when we talk of Middle East, what is happening, what is happening between Israel and Lebanon, what is happening around Gaza, the exchange of missiles between Iran and Israel, how Israel's Iron Dome system almost detected, intercepted, neutralized, and saved its people from about 200 missiles coming onto its soil for the security of its people, once again speaks on the kind of technologies that we are talking, that is space-based technologies and space-based services. Now, while we speak about all this, and as an analyst, it is good to analyze, what is happening in the geopolitics, because that gives you a starting point. But where are we? Because what is more important is that we have to grow and we have to be Viksit Bharat by 2047. For that, I think whether it is ISRO, which is of course doing a tremendous job, whether it is the civil industry, the figures I mentioned in the beginning, whether it is defense space, or whether it is in space, which is launching which is already floated a proposal for launch of a constellation. I think all are working together to take the country forward. And in particular, if I talk of defense, although our capability is increasing in almost all domains, and which are the domains? The domains that normally we refer to when we come to space, particularly in defense, is intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, is position, navigation, timing, and we are very lucky that by beginning of 26 will be migrated. We will be migrating from the global navigation satellite systems to our own navigation with Indian constellation, abbreviated as NAVIC. We should be able to migrate by then, I feel, from Google India to Map My India, including the other domains, which includes communications, which includes space situational awareness, which includes countermeasures, both direct and indirect, and which includes space weather, which is of course a very important factor in the overall operational ecosystem. Now, when we talk of public private continuum, when we talk of how we all can work together to augment each other's capability, I think various facets, various assets where we can work on in especially remote sensing, when we talk of, that is the theme of the theme of today's session. It will work out to neuromorphic sensors. It will work out to merger of EO and SAR data, as was also shown in the space video. We need to work on edge computing. We need to work on quantum computing. We need to work on artificial intelligence. More importantly, on the predictive artificial intelligence, and that is the field where we can work together. Like we are already working with some of the academic institutes. So there is a lot that we all can work together. Some of the proposals we discussed today morning, and we will take it forward. So once again, without wasting any time, I would like to thank the founder, president, and the MAT for inviting me here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for providing the insights about the defense space sector and the achievements in the area. We are joined by Dr. W. Selvamurthy, and we are grateful to Sir because Sir has just landed and he has joined online to address the participants.
Thank you so much.
Sir, I take the privilege to introduce you, Dr. W. Selvamurthy.
Bangalore Airport to
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Dr. W. Selvamurthy is a visionary leader and distinguished scientist, currently serving as the president of Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation at Amity University. With a remarkable career spanning decades, Dr. Selvamurthy has made groundbreaking contribution in defense research, life sciences, and innovation, and his leadership continues to inspire transformative advancement in science and technology. Sir, we look forward for your inspiring words.
Thank you for your kind introduction. So I'm delighted to welcome our very honored, distinguished guest, Air Vice Marshal Air Marshal Pavan Kumarji, and who is now the chief of the Defense Space Agency, and also Rajiv ji, Rajesh ji, who are all playing a pivotal role in shaping up our space research. And I'm so grateful that you accepted our invitation. I met all of you during the Space Conclave, and I requested you to kindly join, and a short notice, you accepted our invitation. So on behalf of Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan ji, and also Chancellor Dr. Atul Chauhan ji and Dr. Asim Chauhan ji, and all of us from Amity family, we extend a very warm welcome, and we are so grateful that you always keep inspiring, motivating Amity Education Group to achieve greater missions. Honorable Prime Minister has given a clear vision to the nation, the Viksit Bharat. We need to become a developed nation by 2047. And this has also been the vision of our Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan when he returned from Germany. So his vision was, how do we transform India first as a knowledge superpower and then as a general superpower, which he announced in 1996 when he addressed one of our students, the students in Amity International School. So these two great visionaries, our Honorable Prime Minister and our Honorable Founder President, has set the goal for the nation. So in which the space, science and technology are going to play a very important, significant role, not only in terms of strategic requirements, but also in the civilian sector, it has tremendous business opportunities, as was mentioned by Rajiv ji, Rajesh ji, as well as the Pawan Kumar ji who is going to speak. And so this area is very, very critical for our country. And Amity University, under the leadership of Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan ji, has launched Amity Space Mission. So we are very clear that there is a very, very strong thrust. Hypersonic propulsion should happen in this area from Amity to contribute to the national space mission. So we will play a very important role. Just to mention, and founder president had the vision to establish Amity Institute of Space Science and Technology way ahead in 2008, when exclusive institute for space science and technology. In addition to Amity Institute of Aerospace Engineering, Amity Institute of Geoinformatics and Remote Sensing, Amity Center for Artificial Intelligence with 10 petaflop computing capability, and all these are visionary approach. That's why we call him an unparalleled visionary, Dr. Ashok Chauhan ji. So he has set a Amity space mission in which we are doing remarkable job from Amity. And with all humility, I want to just highlight a few of them. We are churning out the future global citizens in this field who will be leaders in science and technology, particularly in space science and technology. That is, we are running program on BTech, MTech, PhD program, not only in Amity Institute of Aerospace Engineering, but also in Amity Institute of Space Science and Technology and related Amity School of Engineering and Technology. So this is one effort to churn out the human resource which are required to take India, to propel India to a leadership role. The second one, we are also grooming them as entrepreneurs. That is why the data which was mentioned, there's a space business is huge. It's not just only for propulsion, control, guidance, navigation, payload, and also computation, data analytics. But more important is there's a huge data repository of data coming from all the missions, space missions, which ISRO has launched, be it ASLV, PSLV, GSLV, Lunar, and Orbital, now Aditya mission. From all this huge data comes in. How do you synthesize into a knowledge and then knowledge to wealth? This is where the business lies. This is where the huge opportunity for all of you, the 25 participants who have joined us for this 3 weeks program in Amity. Welcome to you all. You are going to be the future leaders. That is why we are grooming you. This 21 days rigorous training program is going to shape up your future, and attend all the resource speakers who are coming, attend to them very carefully, and you will get transformed in this 3 weeks program as future leaders in space business, space science, space technologies. And wish you all the best. And I'm so happy to welcome these 21 participants over here and from different organizations. And not only you connect in this program, Amity always believes 3 missions which Dr. Chauhan has announced, which is the Amity mission for connect, Amity mission synergy, and Amity mission outcome. So these 3 are very important. Remember that the connect, synergy, and outcome. So when you have connected with us by participating in these 25 participants, and you are connected for lifelong, and this will bring synergy to your future growth missions in your organization, as well as with ISRO, the honored guests who have come from ISRO as well as from the Defense Space Agency. I want to announce one important thing which happened just a day before yesterday, which is the hypersonic propulsion. And I want to tell the participants, this is a very great achievement to achieve a 9 Mach, the hypersonic propulsion, and it's amazing. And then it can go up to 1,500 kilometers, which will cover strategic areas in our neighborhood. So this is what is the power of space, aerospace technology. Because missiles also come in the field of aerospace. So that is why I want to link space for the defense application, space for the civilian application. When I look at space-based security, space-based sensing, all the reconnaissance, surveillance, and the control of the missiles, long-range missiles, all this is possible through space. So space has a very strategic application. Now, as was mentioned earlier, speaker, that militarization and weaponization of space is happening. So India is also preparing for both the dimension, not only militarization, even though we are against weaponization, we should have deterrent. So directed energy weapon, kinetic kill, non-kinetic kill, using the high power lasers, high power microwaves. All this is being developed. I want to tell you, and in a very restricted way, we are just developing. But I want you to know that India is not keeping silent on this. And for weaponization, we should have counter. We should be ready to respond if there is a. So we are developing those deterrents as well. And now the Air Vice Marshal Pavan Kumarji knows about all this. And so all of you have to contribute. So that is why this 21 days program, Shefali Kashyap and AFSIA, Amity Foundation for Space Science Technology Innovation Alliance, and Shefali has taken a lead role in this. So my compliments, congratulations to you, Shefali, and the whole team of yours. And you are doing a great job in this. So please keep it up. And then this momentum has to be augmented to hypersonic level. And I'm sure you will do that with your good team and leadership. Dr. A.K. Singh is there. And as one of the leaders, Neeraj Sharma. So all of us are here to handhold you, and compliments to bring such 25 brilliant future leaders. And I welcome you once again, and thank you for this opportunity to share a few thoughts. I'm just moving from Bangalore airport to meet Rice University, where our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhanji, is there already. Mr. Amol Chauhanji is there. We are signing an MOU with them for a collaboration. And we are also going to launch the center which is being established by Rice University in Indian Institute of Science for Innovation. We are going to have an evening function, MOU signing before that. So Amity is vibrant. Amity is research and innovation driven. We have filed 2,240 patents. We have published 45,000 research papers in journals of repute. And our H index is 162 today, and it keeps increasing. And we have transferred 35 technologies. So it is a research and innovation driven. In space area, we are using artificial intelligence application for space science. For example, cognitive health monitoring of the spacecraft while on flight. How do you correct it? How do you give the intelligence for self-correction? We are doing this project, and we are also doing projects on artificial intelligence for data analysis. So we are doing a project for geoinformatics and remote sensing, like forest fire detection, and also agriculture. If there is an infection of the agricultural field, how do you detect it early and give intervention? So such kind of research is happening, and we have published a compendium. So please share, Shefali, this compendium with all the participants. They must know what all Amity. I just mentioned 2 areas, but there are about 50 areas in which Amity is contributing. I'm sure all the participants will know and connect with us. We want to build connectivity with all of you, not only the resort speakers. And I want Pavan Kumarji's blessings to all our space mission, Amity Space Mission, and also Rajesh ji, Rajiv ji. Please help us to make this Amity Space Mission a successful, fruitful, impactful, contributing to strategic as well as the civilian sector. My best wishes to every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing, for helping me to share this thought process. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for always inspiring each and everyone. Moving ahead, now I request Professor Dr. Chandradeep Tandon and Dr. S.P. Singh to kindly felicitate our guest of honor. So we request you to kindly felicitate Mr. Rajesh C. Mathur, Senior Director Strategy, ISRI India Limited.
So Rajesh ji, thank you so much for gracing the occasion.
A huge round of applause for our guests. So we request to kindly felicitate Dr. So we request Dr. Gopal Bhushan and Brigadier Tiwari to please come on the stage for felicitation. So we
Gopal
request you to
Bhushan
kindly.
is Deputy Director General, at Amity School, Amity Science Technology Innovation Foundation, my colleague. Gopal, you please connect with all of them.
So we request to kindly felicitate Dr. Rajiv Jaiswal, OSD to Chairman ISRO.
So Rajesh ji, I met you when Somnath ji, and thank you for all your help to Amity. And we would like to strongly connect with ISRO, and your presence here is very inspiring. Thank you so much.
So we request for the facilitation of Air Vice Marshal Pavan Kumarji, VM Director General of Defence Space Agency.
Pavan Kumarji, and I just met you in the Defence Conclave, the Space Conclave. Immediately you accepted. It's so kind of you. That shows your love and affection for Amity and for all our research and innovation. We look forward to your continued support to Amity Group.
Further, we request Brigadier Manoj DSA to come forward on the dais. So we request for his felicitation also. So if we can come down. Yeah.
Dr. Varo, hai?
So we request Group Captain Vishnu Vajpayee, DSA, please come forward. Now I request Ms. Aparajita Misri to kindly step forward. Yeah, we are happy to mention that Ms. Aparajita is the alumni of Amity Institute of Geoinformatics. A huge round of applause, please.
We are very proud of our alumni like you, because you are the brand ambassador of Amity Education Group. Thank you so much for joining.
This is just a beginning of 21 days training program. Now, at the end of the inaugural session, may I request Dr. Maya Kumari, Assistant Professor and the Principal Investigator for this 21 days training program sponsored by DST. She is a dedicated academician and researcher. Dr. Maya has been at the forefront of advancing expertise in the area of geoinformatics, inspiring both her students and peers alike. May I request her to kindly formally propose the vote of thanks.
Kamakshi, you are doing a great comparing, and also DST, I want to thank the official Department of Science and Technology. We are doing a number of projects. We want to expand our collaboration, deepen our relationship, and contribute to the mission of DST. Thank you for sponsoring this 3 weeks program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, distinguished participants, respected HOIs and coordinators, faculty members and students. I take this privilege to propose vote of thanks on behalf of Amity School of Natural Resources and Sustainable Development and Amity Institute of Geoinformatics and Remote Sensing for the inaugural session of 3-week training program on Level 1 Spatial Thinking from 18th November to 7th December 2024, sponsored by National Geospatial Program, Department of Science and Technology. I would like to convey my deep regards and hearty thanks to Honorable Founder President Sir, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, for his continuous guidance and encouragement. It is his vision and leadership that has placed Amity University among top universities in the world. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Chancellor Sir, Dr. Atul Chauhan, for his exceptional dynamic leadership and guidance and motivation. My deep regards to Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Professor Balvinder Shukla, for her active leadership and valuable guidance in the organization of this event. I wish to express my profound gratitude to Dr. Chandradeep Tandon Sir, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Dean Faculty of Bioscience and Biotechnology, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, for gracing this occasion with his dignified presence. I want to extend my thanks to Dr. W. Silvamurthy Sir, President, Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation, for having his august presence virtually despite of his busy schedule and multifarious commitments. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Air Vice Marshal Pavan Kumar Sir, for sharing his valuable expertise and visionary insight on the advancement and future of space technology. His distinguished career and contribution to the nation's defense and space initiative serves as a profound source as a source of inspiration for all of us. The depth of his knowledge and the strategic perspective he shared today motivates all of us. And let us think beyond the conventional and explore the uncharted territories of space and geospatial technology. My heartfelt gratitude also goes to our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Rajesh C. Mathur sir and Dr. Rajiv Jaiswal sir, for their enlightening address that have set the tone for this program. Together, their contribution today have not only enriched this program's inauguration, but also have provided us a strong foundation for the learning journey which we are embarking on. Their dedication to advancing geospatial technology and inspiring next generation of researchers and practitioners is deeply appreciated. We are grateful to the student volunteers for their support and hospitality they have provided to our participants since they have arrived in the Amity campus. I extend my gratitude to all the esteemed participants who have come from distant places to attend this training program. Your interest and active participation is a great source of encouragement for all of us. Acknowledgement to Dr. S.P. Singh sir, Director ASNRSD and AIGRS, for spearheading this program and providing invaluable support and leadership. I would also like to extend my deep, heartfelt gratitude to the dedicated team of Amity Science Technology Innovation Foundation, particularly Dr. Shifali Kashyap, Ms. Kamakshi, and Mr. Avinash, for their constant support and invaluable contribution to this program. My thanks to Isha Sood Madam for comparing this inaugural session so effectively. I would be failing in my duty if I do not convey my gratitude to administration of Amity University for the efforts they have made for the efficient start of this event. Lastly, I thank all the members of the organizing committee, teaching as well as non-teaching staff of ASNRSD and AIGRS who have been involved in arranging this exercise from last many days. They all have worked smilingly, shoulder to shoulder, to make this event successful. All and beyond, I would like to appreciate and thanks to ASCO team for their prompt support and assistance they have provided us and will provide throughout the program. Let's take this forward, the inspiration, insight, and knowledge gained today to create a meaningful impact in the field of geospatial science and technology. Thank you all and hope for successful and productive program ahead.
So Maya Kumari, you covered every aspect and so precise. What a thanks. So my appreciation to such a wonderful, and you are a great researcher as well in geoinformatics and remote sensing. You are already using the data science for forest fire and also the landslides. So you are doing not only this comparing, but you are doing a great job in space science and technology in data analytics. So our appreciation, and also to Dr. S.P. Singh, who is the director of this Amity School of Natural Resources and Sustainable Development. Singh Saab, you bring such very important programs and compliments to you and to your team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.